Well, I'm Duane Graham, and I've been around here for 87 years now, but some of the most important things that I have worked on, at least important to me and probably important to mankind, is the Saturn V booster that I worked on when I was with Boeing. And it is kind of interesting because this is the 50th anniversary of the landing of the astronauts on the moon, and it's kind of satisfying to me to know that I played a small role in that. Well, I guess I got interested in art when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, scribbling on a piece of paper and having my father ask me what the hell I was doing. Continued to do that. My grandmother, Estes, and my mother kind of encouraged that. And I got in school, elementary school, and I still enjoyed it. And I can remember during the Second World War when the teachers were talking to us about lessons, I was sitting there drawing pictures of airplanes and fighter planes and battleships and things like that. When I got in high school, then I started getting some really much better instruction from teachers that were good. A guy by the name of Franklin, who was really a good teacher and recognized my abilities and encouraged my abilities. I went to junior college and took some close classes there. And then I decided, no, I'm really serious in this art business. So I went to the Kansas City Art Institute and School of Design, and there I studied painting, and I did that for a couple of years, and then I ran out of money, and then I met Nettie, and she changed my mind on that, and we started having children, and painting and everything else kind of went away for a few years, and that's how I got into this whole thing. Then about a year ago, I decided to start painting again, and I didn't want to get into oils like I had done before, so I selected acrylics. I find painting challenging, but it's like any other art, including photography. You see it with your eyes. You see the composition, you see the subject, you see what the interest is, and then your brain processes that and sends a signal down through your arm to your finger to move a pencil or a paintbrush to produce art. And it can be done, I found out, with photography, with drawing, with painting. One of the things that probably in the last 15 or 20 years that has really helped me develop my ability to see and to get the emotions of in my art is photography. And it's not simply just going out and snapping a picture. It's like anything else that you do in the art world, including writing and poetry. You got to work at it. You got to go out and be there, and you have to see the subject, and you have to say it process it in your mind. Hey, this is something worth shooting. And sometimes you don't have but half a second or less than that to make up your mind. With the advent of newer cameras where you can shoot with multiple exposures in a short period of time, this gives you some additional tool to use. But then you still have to go back through and, select your best or your most, what you think are the best expressions of what you've done with your photographs.